Alright, so we're going to continue with signed values, negative and positive numbers with exponents and all that kind of stuff. So real quick, we'll do this simple review. Order of operation still is the key to this. You want to do any multiplication you have first. Here we have 2 times negative 4. 2 times negative 4 is? Negative 8. I'm going to go ahead and bring my minus 3 down and then bring this minus down. Negative 6 times negative 3 is an 18. Positive 18, isn't it? Because of those two. Then we go through, I don't like subtraction, so I'm going to change my subtraction to addition and change the sign of the number that's after it. So negative 8 plus negative 3 is negative 11 minus 18. I still don't like subtracting much, so I'm going to change that and that. And that'd give me a value of negative 29. Okay. Now we've done this a little bit, and this is kind of a lead into applying our exponentials and plugging in for missing values. When we first did these evaluation problems, when they gave us x or variables and asked us to plug in a value for the variable, I said I wanted you to make sure and plug in those values by using what? Say it louder. Parentheses. I said at the time, one reason is because if you don't put it in parentheses, the implied multiplication can be hard to see. And secondly would be that when we got to negative values, it would be important to make sure and plug them in with parentheses so that you can separate them out and they don't look like subtraction. And so if we were to just plug this in without parentheses, the first one, that's not a real big deal, not a big issue there. And then again, negative 2. But the problem comes in if you just write down negative 4. What does it look like you're doing between the second negative 2 and the 4? Subtracting. But if you look back at the problem, what is supposed to be implied there? Mary? Multiplication. So very important to just continue this habit if you've been doing it, and start doing it if you haven't been, of putting those in parentheses. Now I can change the negative negative, 2 negatives make a positive 2, minus, and here I have a negative 2 times a negative 4, bad guy leaving town. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Good thing. 2 times 4 is 8. So to subtract, is it echoing, Ryan? Is that why you're acting like there's something wrong in this room?
Yeah.
Doing a little reverb thing. Subtracting, I'm going to change that to plus negative, and that is a negative 6. I thought I turned it down enough that it wouldn't be quite as loud.
It's like there's this little bitty voice in there.
So again, another one, they're not both negative values that we're plugging in, but still plug in using parentheses. I can simplify that down to negative 2 minus, and I have a negative 3 times 2 is negative 6, so I have a minus a negative is plus plus. There, I heard myself there. Is it better if I come back here? Or does it do it still?
Talk louder.
Ethan!
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay. A little more receptive too, because I usually don't have to turn it up that loud. Your assignment for tomorrow, problem set 82, 1 through 30. We're going to make it due at 2:10 Friday. You've got a bunch of time now, you have a bunch of time tomorrow, like kind of get back into it, and then next week we'll get right back into it.
When are we taking our test?
I don't know, I still need to grade your other one.
Is it true that it got hacked? No.